Guess who's back? Back again. There's also a YouTuber who posts videos of them reading each update that I watch. Please don't be me. Why are time players like this? Peace out, sucker. Abra teleport. Non-distinct brown drink for the win. Have I been doing my intro wrong all this time? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to, yes? Homestuck Beyond Canon. Okay, you might be wondering what I meant by that. Okay, so let me just quickly zoom in here. Okay, so years back, when this was still when it was still called Homestuck Squared, there was like this whole like thing. Some of you guys from way back might remember this, but I was trying to figure out how to pronounce what it was supposed to be. I was like, is this pronounced? I put like a poll up for you guys to figure it out. I said, is it pronounced Homestuck 2, Homestuck Squared, or yes? Which means I could just say it however I wanted. And of course, everyone being smart Alex chose that I would say yes. So I was like, fair. Bet. So I just started everything by saying like, yes, Homestuck Beyond Canon is gonna be called yes. And then I started saying that Homestuck Beyond Canon, like the bonus features was no. So I would say that welcome back to no. But I've been calling this no for like the longest time. It's almost like, okay, but technically it should be welcome back to yes, Homestuck Beyond Canon. Anyway, I've been rambling enough. So let's just get into this news update before we get to the other update we've got going today. So this is for the January update. This was back on the 1st. And just so you know, just so we're aware, hold on, zoom in for this. Just so we're aware, because I had like a big old like freak out moment like last month, where like James mentioned that he had been watching some YouTuber of some kind reacting to the updates. We don't know for a fact that that was me. It could be someone else. So for the sake of my own sanity, I'm going to assume that he was talking about someone else. This way I can just focus on acting natural and not having to worry about Homestuck executives like actually watching the things I make. Because that's kind of cringe, not gonna lie. People watching me, I don't know, kind of cringe. I'm sure you guys would also feel the same way. You know, I would be nervous if I was posting stuff in the comment section and had knowledge that, you know, one of the directors of the Homestuck series was now reading everything, possibly. Anyway, on to the update. Let's go. Hi, James here. Hope you had a good holiday. New year, new me, new you, whatever, man. We got the kind of usual Patreon updates for you. Wahoo! Did you know that's a kind of fish? I watch a lot of fishing videos. If everything goes right and nothing goes wrong, we should have something very exciting very soon. A new website! What does this mean for you? Stick around and find out. New website, huh? I doubt it. Because we're still here. Thanks for coming to our Ask Me Anything. I hope we were able to answer some questions. I especially like the one where Haven said he was going to fill Dirk full of milk and slap him against a wall. Why is milk capitalized? That's a little frightening, actually. Great job, team. In other community news, the folks over at SawCon are having their New Year's showcase around 5 p.m. PST today. Wow, I'm excited to see what the community is cooking. Didn't see that. Then again, I don't react to these, like, the first news updates until, like, you know, halfway through the month. So, that's just me. Me being that. We've got another great comic update coming mid-month, and in the next few, we're letting some of the new writers shine. I'm excited for you to read them. Yep, I saw that. I saw like a brief snippet of that, actually. I did see snippets of that where it was like, yeah, well, this is someone else writing this month. Okay. Should be interesting. Also interesting, speaking of updates on things, some of you sleuths may have noticed some changes. I'd like to go into a little more detail about them in the extent that I am able. I also wanted to do this as an official news post and not on socials, etc., so that there's no question about it. Bring it on. I know what this is about. The contract with Viz Media has been restructured. So does Viz... Does that mean that Viz does own this or not? I know I've seen this on Twitter. Some Homestuck Twitter news source mentioned that any Homestuck page on the Viz Media website, the Homestuck pages on Viz's websites are gone. They are no longer there. I don't know why that is. They haven't finished publishing the physical copies of Homestuck yet, I think. So let me just continue reading. We've gotten a lot of questions about Andrew's involvement with the Homestuck Beyond Canon and Homestuck as a whole. Okay. I mentioned before that Andrew approached me to finish Homestuck Beyond Canon. As many of you know, a few years ago, Andrew stepped back from having a creative role. This has allowed him to focus on oversight and some behind-the-scenes stuff. A large part of that is regaining a sort of legal control of the brand as a whole. Okay, so that's where Hussey disappeared too. Okay, I just thought he left the project entirely burnt out. Who knows? Man, the lights are flickering in my room like crazy. I mean, it is like, what, 21 degrees outside? I'd be surprised if like the power grid wasn't going to like have a little bit of light flickering. So who owns Homestuck? Well, Andrew still does. Who has the publishing rights? We're working on that. The Hiku has a license to do what we want with the property, which is what has allowed us to do some of the more creative things we're trying to do. Is the website going to be fixed? They're working on that. I have very little to do with that personally, but once there is something solid to announce there and the concerned parties are comfortable with it, I'll let you know. What does that mean for the commentaries? Behind the scenes, some ideas about how to handle the issues with the way Homestuck is going to be published are being discussed. Some of these ideas may include a new way to release the future book commentary in absence of the books themselves. Wow! Actually, I would actually be interested in that. Do you hear me? I'd be interested in that very, very much. That's like the only thing... That is like the only thing that I really care about when it comes to the physical copies of Homestuck is all the little trivia bits. And the commentary from Andrew Hussey. Those are the things I care about the most. Because I'm like, it's for free online on the website. And you get the GIFs that way. And you don't get like a string of images where you're like, oh wow, they're trying to put GIF format on physical... on physical media. No way, bro. No way. Anyway. With regards to Viz, as some of you have correctly surmised, this is good news for us. It's allowed things like Homestuck Beyond Canon and Hiku licensing, etc. to happen, as well as the SawCon license. Hopefully this can also include some additional fan-friendly licenses Andrew is considering. This all will take time to fully unfold, so more details will be forthcoming about what this means for Homestuck as a whole. All in all, I think we're in for an exciting year. I wonder what the other licenses, like fan-friendly licenses, what could that possibly mean? I mean, there is a possibility. Hold on. I mean, there is the possibility. This is me spitballing, throwing it out into the wind. But... what if Viz got a little bit trigger happy? And if like some fans like tried to like, you know, reattempt to do like a dubbing of the Homestuck, like the original Homestuck webcomic. No one's been able to finish an adaptation of the Homestuck webcomic in, you know, audiobook form, essentially. Good times, though. They tried their best, Voxel. That one group, I can't remember if it was Vox, but whatever. But yeah, what if Viz got trigger happy and they weren't gonna allow people to do fan dubs? Maybe a license for that would be good. But I don't know. What other friendly licenses could there be? Certainly nothing I could apply for. I'm barely in this fandom as it is. I'm practically asocial. Anywho, moving on. Man, what else is going on? Some good news on the vinyl is that I talked to the printer, and with such an overwhelming response from you guys, instead of the best of EP, we actually want to try and do a print of volumes 1 through 4. This makes all my very scientific and organized data gathering completely useless. I am humbled by something new and mundane every day. Anyway, this represents a completely different beast logistically, but as a fan of those tracks, I am very, very excited about that. I will literally buy a record player for this. James, don't you own a record player? No. Do I look like an old man? Please don't answer that. Makes all my ideas completely go out the window too. I also would like to apologize vocally about not being able to get that live stream up and running where we would be discussing the best of albums. I was going to show like a Venn diagram of like, yes, this is what James should be like aiming for on a market base. Though, considering I don't have a business degree, my ideas would probably not, would have to be taken with like a heaping helping of salt, like everything I say, actually, when you think about it. But, but anyway, basically the center of the Venn diagram would be Toby Fox. I'm just saying. It would be Toby Fox. Moving on. This month, January 2024, we're also going to start seeing some of the bonus content go public. I ran a poll for the patrons, and the general consensus is that after 2 months, they're okay with bonus content going public. This includes bonus strips, the illustrations, and the commentary. They're really fun to do, so I hope you guys are into it. If you want to see these as soon as they go up, they're available to subscribers. Thank you for that, by the way. It means the world to be able to pay some of my team's bills. Look at me, getting all sappy on New Year's Day. Maybe this really is a new year and a new me. Yeah, you can feel free to support the Patreon of the Homestuck crew. They would really enjoy that. Like I've always said, I'm probably not going to support the Patreon. Mostly because I'm broke, dog. Most of these like Homestuck people that are like working on the comic probably have full-time jobs. I do not. Anyway. Here's a summary. James here. New Homestuck Beyond Canon website in the works with some new features. Update mid-month as usual. Some of them newer team writers. Viz deal has been restructured. That's good for us. Andrew still owns Homestuck in quotations. Working on a solution to Homestuck.com debacle. There are plans for commentary. Homestuck vinyl will be volumes 1 through 4, pending some light logistical upkeep. Local old person James F. Head Roach doesn't own a record player, but Patreon bonuses from November will be going public this month. Thank you so much for letting us do this. I hope the new year treats us well. Okay, let's scroll back to the next update, which should have been taking place today on the 15th. Hi. James here. It finally happened. I promised something that wasn't... Hi. Okay. I promised something that wasn't done. What? That does... I'm trying... Hold on. I feel like I'm having a stroke. Let me read this sentence again. I promised something that wasn't done would be done, and it isn't. What? As easily as I could chalk this up to being classic Homestuck, this is actually just a shortcoming on my part. I'm sorry, I wanted the website to be ready more than it already was ready to be announced. That's on me. Well, nothing to be done about it now. Okay, so the new Homestuck site is not gonna happen immediately. Okay. The current What Pumpkin policy has been not to say anything until it's already done, but I don't think I always agree with that. I'm working on to find a middle ground that keeps the audience informed of what's going on, but does not overpromise things that aren't ready. I mean, I can agree to that. I feel bad about like not being able to meet promises that I try to keep all the freaking time. Like, oh man, the live stream that happened because technical issues came up. The pizza party will not be happening either, but that's just how it goes. I wasn't really in control of how that was gonna happen. Did the best I could. No pizza party. Sag in a different way. But let's keep going. It is a complicated balance that is going to leave me looking foolish sometimes, so a very sincere thank you for your patience and understanding while I sort it out. Plus side is, James, plus side, I only read these updates like once a month, so I don't even know that you've broken promises until they've already happened. So, you're fine. Anyway. Speaking of sincere thanks, we've been releasing some of the commentary and bonus content for free over on the Patreon, but it will eventually find its way to the website too, if you want to check that out. You can actually just subscribe for free and keep updated about that sort of thing. Each week we'll be sharing some content on Twitter. Should we be putting it elsewhere? Do kids even use social media for that anymore? Oh no, am I completely out of touch? Is this it? Do I have to be put into a home? That might actually be nice. You don't want to be put into a home? You don't know the horror stories I have heard. From my coworkers, I should not be laughing. This is nervous laughter, by the way. I feel like I have to be like very specific when I say that I'm nervous laughing. Because when you're on the internet too long, you can't tell when people are like /J or /S. SRS. Anyway. The core of this update was written by one of our artists, Andi. Early on in production, while we were still filling out the team, they volunteered to tackle one, and I really think they knocked it out of the park. Everyone on the team kind of does a little bit of everything, but as the updates go on, we'll be seeing more from different combos of writers and artists, and I'm really looking forward to it. Hooray! Yippee! Otherwise, there isn't a ton of news to report. Enjoy the update. Thank you, James. I'm just gonna take a quick look at the bonus content. Nope, nothing new here. I miss you, emoji. So let's get going with this. It looks like it's going to be a Harry Anderson update. Be Harry Anderson, Egbert. You are now Harry, several hours in the past. You're still at home, stuck. In the epicenter of a raging war. It's as a well-known bard, not that one, once said, all the world's a stage. You, however, have, until now, elected to take a seat in the audience, rump plushly coddled by the familiar embrace of your living room couch. Is it time to sit back and watch the show? No. It's time to get off your butt and perform. That's right, boy. Oh, look, John. Wow, they look older, like actual parents. Oh my gosh. They look like actual parents, like actual guardians. Especially Roxy, looking very much like Mom Lalonde, which makes sense. Look at the awkward. Oh, my boy. Early that morning, your dad paid a return visit. An expert in fleeting appearances, he offered you a warm, fatherly smile on his way in. You would have smiled back, but you were too appalled to see that he had chosen to completely ignore your advice to ditch what are, without a doubt, the crappiest duds you have ever seen. You would expect a little more pizzazz from god-tier couture, to be honest. You're no stranger to the myriad excruciating faux pas of the masses, but that supposedly divine negligee's inability to accommodate your dad's awkward man bod is downright sacrilegious. You struggle to hide your disapproval. Hopefully you'll get the chance to touch up his outfit sooner than later. Speaking of outfits... He's got AirPods. Oh no, he's gonna lose them. You visit your room again to spruce up. You've spent countless hours in the mirror perfecting... What? maculical maneuvers, styling your custom accoutrements, and meticulously teasing your luscious locks. This is your typical morning routine. But this is not a typical morning routine, so it's time for a wardrobe change. Can't face the perils of impending societal collapse in your usual getup, even if it looks pretty dope. A couple of tasteful tweaks are in order. Wait, what the hell is this? Your friends kinda went bananas, I think. Seems that Friska left your room in a complete disaster. You wonder why Vrissy even looks up to this broad. Not only does she lack tact, grace, and access to a decent hairdresser, she has no concern for other people's belongings. That's the least of your problems. Your fine fabrics are tangled to crap. Your enticing ensembles have been completely disassembled. Your vivacious vestments vandalized. Your alliterations alliterate. Basically, all your awesome attire has been strewn haphazardly about and covered in dirty shoe prints. You've officially have tremendous, irredeemable beef with this Vrissy lookalike. It's a shame she already left. You totally own her with a snappy one-liner that you had the opportunity to do earlier but didn't. Anyway, no point in fixating on it. You mean fixating on it. Harry, examine the bunny. Why is he dressed like a cowboy? Is this a Toy Story reference? Did John Egbert, like, Andi, his toy, like, give you a bunny boy in a cowboy suit? Huh. It's been a long time since you've seen that thing. When you were just a little bambino, your once reliably present goddad gave it to you as a heartwarming birthday gift. Back when he gave a tinker's dang about your young, innocent kinder happenings. Only at the time, it was just a simple white rabbit, which conveniently served as the perfect mannequin to test out your ideas. You can't help but find it a little special after all. It turns out to be a pretty awesome bunny. Harry, take the bunny out of the box. Classic. Happy birthday, son. I'm so proud of you. Ah, that's such an Egbert thing to do. Bless. You begin to feel some pangs of nostalgia as you inspect this prairie perchin jackrabbit of justice. Who can resist its shiny little sheriff star and that fetchin' slick Stetson? Dang, you're just too good at that needlework. Alright, screw it. Sheriff Dryhops is coming along for the ride. A little plush coddling won't hurt. I hate the name. Why does it have to be dry hops? That sounds so wrong. But, I mean, I appreciate a good Zootopia reference, though. You don't... Oh! We have a captcha log system. Repeat, we have a captcha log. Okay. It just looks like a basic captcha log, but let's go. Saddle up, partner. You have a feeling it's going to be a long day. Woo! Commence the dress parade. Rumpus time. Oh! Bandanas. Ooh, sparkly bandana. Flames. Cow hat. Oh, what is that? Aw. Look at all these cute bandanas. Oh my gosh. I love them. I can't tell what the colors are. You examine a few cravat. What? You examine a few cravat carcasses and scarf shreds, mourning their rumpled remains. They're basically unsalvageable, unmendable, unforgivably mangled, and actually upon closer inspection most of them are totally fine. Thank God. You're about to send some really melodramatic texts. You began methodically cycling through neckwear, looking for the perfect accent piece. Unfortunately, nothing seems to be doing it for you. Maybe it's the satchel weighing down the look. Toss the satchel. Much better. That thing was a pain in the shoulder and a sore to the eyes. Finally, your fit can breathe. You might need something else to carry all your stuff in, though. Maybe a tactical waist pouch? No, that's dated. Perhaps a modest bindle? Nah, too avant-garde. You'll figure this out later. It's gotta be perfect. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Leonardo DiCaprio. You're most certain Leonardo DiCaprio said that. Creak noise. You hear a loud creak from the other room. Maybe you should see what your parents are up to. You figure it's another long-winded heart-to-heart about their post-divorce woes. Investigate the noise. Hey, a complacency of the learned poster. Nice. And also like a portrait that looks like it came from the Half Hardley house? No, it's a wizard painting. Good. During the era of pre-divorce During the era of pre-divorce woes, your parents used to bust out increasingly fraught monologues at each other in there. Picture a mounting marital desperation building into an accusatory crescendo. A moment of silence, the audience digests the tension with bated breath. Mom storms to the exit, punctuating their quarrel with a resounding door slam. And scene. It probably didn't play out exactly like that. You don't really remember how they used to argue. You're just a theater kid, Harry. You're a theater kid, Harry. But now it's quiet. Okay. But you don't really remember how they used to argue, but now it's quiet. Too quiet. Could they be? Don't imagine your parents like this. Oh my gosh. Gross. You don't even want to guess what kind of inharmonious choreography they're doing in there before you inadvertently become an unwilling audience to the passionate conflagrance that is your parents' rekindling. You decide to wrap up your investigation. Try not to gag aloud and try not to gag loud enough to be heard through the door. Exit stage anywhere. Double time. I like that he speaks like a theater kid, like very much. And he absconds to the park. The mayor has a fountain. Aww. And it's like Cantown uniform. That's so cute. Oh, there's like, oh, spades and hearts. Let me get a look at this. They're both Vriska. They're both for Vrissy. Okay, yeah, because one's for Harry and one's for Tavros. Sweet, sweet freedom. You attempt to check on your girlfriend. It's been a while since you've heard from her. Thespian's glamour. Ideograntic dermaturgy. Glutinous gymnast, yeah. Wow. Thespian's glamour began pestering adamant Griftus. Hey, Vrissy, I just left my mom's house. I don't know where you went off to, but I'm back at the park now. This thing's kind of crazy out here, though, so come meet me soon. Mainly because I'd rather not have to sit around my parents' sob session again, Lamau. I've had my fill of awkward heart-to-hearts with adults, so it'd be really nice if I could see you right now. Vrissy, give me an update once you're back. Thespian's glamour is now an idle chum. What? But is he talking? Who are you talking to? Oh wait, is this Emoti? Are you talking to Emoti? Are you gonna be talking to Emoti? It's been a while. You okay? Send me an emoji or something. Oh no, wait. So he's talking to Vrissy, I guess? What are we talking? Let me just read. Read, Jen. You can figure out the information if you read. It's been a while. You okay? Send me an emoji or something so I know you're alive. Haha, or that sticker you like. The one we used to spam at Tavi all the time to get him to stop talking in the GC. LMAO. None of my messages are sending. Once you get these, I'll be at the park. You know the one. Winky face. Harry, contact Tavi. Thespian's glamour began pestering glutinous gymnast. Yo, Tav, you there? You heard from Vrissy yet? She hasn't answered me in a while. Thespian's glamour is now an idle chum. Hello? Cool, I'm being snubbed by you too. I mean, you should probably try to message her. She left without telling me where she was going yesterday, and I don't know if she's up to some kind of trouble or not. I mean, I'm not gonna make a stink about her going off on her own. She can handle herself, but she went with Vriska, so that's pretty suspect on its own. Vriska's like this entirely different animal. It's not gonna be your typical charming Vrissy shenanigans. Thespian's glamour is now an idle chum. Tavi? Stop listening, leaving me on red, dude. I know you're reading these. Okay, Tavros' voice. It's been a bit. Oh, I haven't heard from her. And you can try to ping her. I'll message her soon. It's just that currently I'm in a bit of a pickle. Something rather emotionally fraught and serious. I could give it a go in a little bit. Nah, dude, no wonder she can't rely on you for anything. It's like pulling teeth to get you to do anything. Hello? Are you still there? Well, unfortunately, it's showing that she's offline. So it follows that even if I did ping her, I would see the same amount of responses that you're seeing, which is to say none, unless she's pretending to be offline on account of you texting her way too much. Again? Are you serious? I didn't mean it to come across as brash. There's just more troubling things for me to attend to. I get it, whatever. I still don't feel good about this. Do you want to know where our girlfriend is? I do, but I'm sort of occupied with the aforementioned pickle with her mothers and Aunt Jade. Oh, can you ask them? Like the few obvious things you can do here? I'd rather not. Miss Miriam seems a bit hot under the collar. Yikes. All right, I get it. Would not want to be in that room either. LMAO, I've seen her tear into Vrissy after one of her sneak outs. Straight up terrifying. Don't blame you. Seeing as I am actively in the radius of her discomposure right now, I wouldn't mind trading places. Hopefully you can make it out alive. Try not to get sawed in half or whatever the legends say. So how about that message? Can you try to reach Vrissy? Sorry, things are getting a bit fussy. I can't respond adequately. Come on, Tav. Really? I have to go. Dang it. Okay, fine. I'll do it myself. I don't remember what Harry Anderson's voice was. I can't remember if it was more like teenage voice Jen or if it was just like, you know, yo, Dave Strider, but not Jen. Harry, try to contact Vrissy again. Tabby's being useless as ever. Just let me know if you're all good. It's getting pretty bad out there. If you're alive, let me know. Hopefully Vriska didn't manage to get you smoked or something. Sorry, I'm keep overthinking. Lol. You're probably fine, I think. Yeah, what am I saying? You totally got this. When have you fumbled anything? You're awesome. Vriska's got nothing on you, right? Vrissy? Oh, okay, in case anything happens, I'm happy that we got to be together despite having to go to different schools, and I got to hang out with you and stuff. You've just been, like, the best mate spread I've ever had. You're, like, the coolest chick, and I love hanging out with you. I already said that. What I'm trying to say is that you're just really awesome and fun to be around, and it would suck if... Wow, no. Oh, what am I doing? This is the dumbest thing I've ever sent. Ignore that. I'll stop messaging now. Dude. Oh, wait. This is her now. Okay. Dude, holy crap, I'm here. Oh, hey. Your messages were sent all at once, and you nearly crashed my phone. Chill out. Well, sorry for checking on you. I've been waiting to hear back since yesterday. What? You can't survive a single dang second alone without me? Relax, I wasn't even gone that long. More importantly, guess who broke out of prison? Me! I did that. What? Prison? You mean, yes, prison. You're just messing with me, right? Lol, this is another prank. Nope. I don't really feel like joking right now, to be honest. I'm not joking, Harry. It was a dangerous situation. Why would I even lie about something like that? Because you lie all the time? Fine, I'll humor you. Are you still with Vriska? Nah, not right now. She's doing her thing while I'm doing mine. So you were left alone with her once and she already got you both arrested. That's good to know. Could have given me a heads up. Give you a heads up that I was going to get thrown in jail? Wow, just say that you're inept at identifying a little thing called unforeseen circumstances? I can't tell the future, dingus. No, I mean about leaving with Vriska. I would have, but I had no signal. They probably jammed it or something. It only connected once I made it out. Man, I don't get it. She's already managed to put targets on our heads in less than 24 hours of chasing her trail of bull. Why would you even keep following her? Because I wanted to, and she was making a lot of sense at the time. Stop typing whatever you're about to type. What? Why is it lowercase ag? I got confused for a second there. Stop typing whatever you're about to type. It's fine. I don't want to hear it. The point is, I use my powers for something really useful, and it's not to torment Tabby, which I intend to keep doing. But eightfold. I can't even with this. I can't wait to try this on everything. Oh, like your mind thingy? I'm not really following. Can you just explain what the hell you were doing all this time? Maybe you'd find out if you'd let me finish. Basically, Vriska thought it would be a great idea to take us to some kind of half-baked mission to get captured by Jane's goons to, I'm not even sure, but whatever she did, she knew what she was doing, I guess. Anyway, we got ambushed and thrown in prison. Criminies. It wasn't a big deal. I played the hand I was given, and I'm fine. I wanted to prove to her that I can handle these things myself, and I did. She pressed me to try out my mind manipulation, and it turns out that was all I needed. I managed to puppet this dumb guard to open the cell after concentrating. Took less than a minute. Easy. After that, she wanted me to follow her, but I stopped caring about whatever corny spy mission she was doing in there, so I just left. I was getting kind of sick of her grilling me the whole time anyway. Yeah, I mean, she kind of sucks to be around if you haven't noticed. I know she's like this super cool legend to you, but I think this is one of those never meet your heroes types of situations. Her vibes are rancid. Oh, relax, Harry. She wasn't that bad. I'm pretty sure she'd sleep like a rock at night if anything really terrible happened to you. She doesn't care, dude, about us or anyone or material possessions for that matter. She trashed up my room and stomped her gross red shoes over my awesome costumes. I put my heart and soul into those, man. And she put you in danger. Who cares about your concerns? She helped me have a psionic breakthrough. That's a good enough reason for me to trust that she knows her crap. Don't forget, she's a literal effing god. Well, she's not mine. There is no denying that if there's one thing she's effortless at, it's getting stuff done. Even if stuff gets real, I'm gonna try to get a cut of her luck any chance I get. I'm just taking a bit of a break. I don't think tossing your head first into Jane's ambush as an endurance test qualifies as luck, but what the hell do I know? At least the psionic stuff is pretty cool, gotta admit. IG? I guess. Psionic. Whatever. Not to crap on your victory parade, but I think you should hurry up and come meet me. I'm basically a sitting duck. Yeah, I'm coming. Reunite with your girlfriend. Hugs! Oh, that's a cute hug. That's cute. They are kind of cute. I've said that I wasn't going to be much of a shipper. I'm still not going to be much of a shipper. I was never much of a shipper when I was younger. Gotta admit, kind of cute. A little strange because he's technically her uncle. Not biologically, but adoptedly. But people have shipped weirder things. I'm looking at you, Usagi Drop. My moms are on the way, so we just gotta screw around here for a bit until they get here. Sounds good. I read through all your spam texts, by the way. You cornball. Crap. You really do take after your dad, huh? Needy and melodramatic. Amazing. The full package. Won't lie to you. It was a tough read. I nearly keeled over from the secondhand embarrassment just skimming through that sap fest. Is this the same slick bad boy who sneaks out with me so often? I've never seen you wimp out like that before. Yeah, sorry, I was kind of in the moment there. You know, we're like two of the most high-profile kids on the planet, and it would kind of be a bad look if they got us killed. Think ahead, dummy. Listen, I didn't know where you were. You stopped responding, and I had this nagging feeling like something bad might have happened, which was actually right on the money, by the way. Screw me for giving a crap about my girlfriend, I guess. Stop overreacting, Harry. I was joking. Despite how cringy it was pretty adorable. But you know, I'm never gonna let you live that down. Never gonna give you up either. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Yeah. Anyway, enough about this. I think we should be here soon, so let's take a seat and chill out, okay? My, how can I resist ya? Mamma mia. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I told you never to say that again. Here we go again. Hey, Tavi. Gonna hug him too? Nope. what am I looking at? What's with the, what? What happened? So he's like waving and she's like, hey, and then they're like, is Kanaya freaking there? Is she looking like she's gonna kill somebody? Is Kanaya gonna snap somebody's freaking horns off their head? Okay. So, you guys like the new background? It was gonna be really cool to like have this as part of like shown in the live stream, but you know, it is what it is. But I like the background music a bit more. It's a bit more chill. And like it's not so like eye bleeding like the very blue triangles that were like on the screen. But yeah, interesting update. Got to see like some writers, like, well, some artists actually showing some writer chops, which rocked pretty hard. Gotta say, really liked it. Like the fact that they're basically like, you know, Vriska's kind of awful. And it's like, yeah, she kind of is. And I'm like, okay, that's all I needed to hear. Say less. But interesting that they're like connecting, like they're like, oh yeah, his like he's got all these little like scarves like around his neck. Clearly he's going to be a sheriff of some kind. Wow, the sheriff of, now there's got to be a god tier that's like equivalent to a sheriff. I don't know who that would be though. I can't think of anyone like with a lot. I mean, Terezi was a knight, right? No, she wasn't a knight. Terezi was a seer, but now this kid ain't a seer. This Harry Anderson Egbert is not a seer. I don't know what god tier Harry Anderson Egbert would be. What do you guys think? Feel free to put it in the comments in the video below, or feel free to like at me on Twitter and or Facebook for that matter. I'm still on Facebook. I just don't post on there very often because it's like such a hassle to log in and stuff, so. Not that much of a hassle. But yeah, so that was an interesting update. Let's see, what's going on with me? You might have noticed I haven't like mentioned any VTuber brain rot today. So I hope you're proud of me. Are you proud of me? That I was able to fight the brain rot for a little bit. That's only because I've actually had my brain rot eclipsed by something else. Not Apothecary Diaries this time. Okay, so there's this game that I kind of interested in playing for the channel. I don't know. I've avoided the majority of the spoilers for like the last like half of it. But this game is called A Date with Death. It's free to play, though there is optional DLC if you want to purchase that for like $7. And dating sim, your character is trying to basically win a bet against the Grim Reaper, and there might be some romance along the way. It's got really witty writing. Death, the Grim Reaper, is like such a baby girl. It's hilarious. He's really cute. It also pokes fun at Homestuck for a little bit. You're very lucky that I decided against showing all the different VTubers reacting to like the Homestuck joke that they threw in there, because they all caught it. Like 99% of them caught it. I think Kyo Kanako did not understand what Homestuck was. And I was like, I forgot Kyo's like a Zoomer. He's like 21, maybe at most. He might be 20. But yeah, you're lucky I didn't include any of those. Though I might include Folgers at the end, because I just love that boy. Why do I call Folger a boy? He's older than me by like a few months. Anyway, but yeah, Date with Death is really, it's fun. I love it a lot. If I played through it, I would be kicking my feet and screaming, even though I know like a majority of the dialogue from like the first couple days of the game. And it's very Homestuck coded when you think about it, actually, because there's just something about a being from another plane of existence contacting a human main character through a chat room client, having this like back and forth like antagonistic discussion going on that eventually turns into enemies to lovers. with the wit in the dialogue, that just seems very Homestuck coded. Anyway, I need to get this edited like ASAP because it's like 9:15 or something as I'm doing this because I was busy. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye-bye!
Hey there. Consider becoming a patron, just like the phenomenal Alexandra Modelan and Dash.